Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Okay, let's just say this is fresh, hot tea. You guys know I'm Patty, and you know as as often as I can, I try to come with evidence and stuff like that. Well, let's just say I'm waiting for a guy to block me. Yes, I am. I'm waiting for a guy to block me on one of the dating apps. And yeah, I'm still surprised he hasn't blocked me yet. But okay, here's the topic. Here's the tea. With most dating apps or whatever, I state that I will not never date a Republican, MAGA, or orange guy supporter or whatever. I won't at all. Never. And it's crazy how many men have the nerve to try to tell me that I'm stupid or racist, or they say so many things. So check out the Patreon because I try to upload new ones at least a couple times a week. I have it's gonna take a while to get them all up, but do you know how many, especially no, most times it's Caucasian or European American men. One time it was a Hispanic man who called me racist for not dating a Republican. And part of me is like, I just remember kind of like each time when I read that, racist. Huh. Republican. Racist. And remember, guys, a Hispanic guy told me, and a lot of European American men, they're voting in the same party. They're not the same race. And black men who told me that they are going to be voting Republican. Not the same race. I'm the same race as them, but they're not the same race as the other people they're voting with. They're calling me racist, even though anybody can be a Republican. And you can switch back and forth. And there's moderates. There's some people, I guess moderates are mixed then. Is that it? Because you can be like 50-50 Republican Democrat one election and then go 80-20 and then 90-10 or 70-30. Yeah, it's like, so I guess with moderates, that's really confusing, but uh, it's just, it's just really annoying when Republicans show me how uneducated they are and how they enjoy being poorly educated and naive and idiotic in so many different areas. And that only hurts if I'm talking about you. If you're one of the educated Republicans who are embarrassed of the MAGA portion of your party, then I'm not talking about you. So, because I know as a whole, not every single Republican is like that, but 95% of the ones that talk to me are. And like I said, I have literally about 400 screenshots, probably almost 450 now. Oh my gosh, I have so much homework. It's like I feel like it's homework. But yes, I will be putting all of them on Patreon. But okay, it's going to be story time. And if you like the video at all, it's like please like, comment, subscribe, and share because I always try to have story times and also spill the tea, share as much information as I possibly can. I talk politics, current events, dating nightmares, Reddit stories, and like, oh, I'm a nerd, a business nerd. I have 2 masters and I love documentaries and anime and now K-dramas. I'm really finding like I'm digging into K-dramas like nobody's business. And so, but yeah, I talk a lot about basically anything and everything, especially if I can open up about different things that connect to my experience as someone who was black and female and who has a disability. So, But okay, here we go, here we go. Because with this guy, oh my gosh, it's like part of me is just like, come on, dude, just block me already. It's not a match. But Andy's a teacher too. He's a teacher. But and I'm gonna hide his picture and everything because even though he's shown me his ignorance and how disgusting he is, he's not nearly the monster as most of the other guys. So I'm just like, I'll give him a pass. I'll hide his face. Oh, but that one army guy that I've, yeah, at the beginning of my channel, I'm going to be showing his face because I used to be like, oh, he's an army guy. I don't want to degrade, like, I don't want him feeling disrespected. But I'm like, nah, mm-mm. With, like, he wrote me again and he didn't realize I was me. And he was even more disgusting. And he was the sexual things he was trying to tell me or tell me that I was obligated to do still, like, he, since I'm of an older woman, he is just like, I guess he tells us to all older women that we owe our bodies to him because since no one else wants our bodies, and it's like we should just throw ourselves at him. So yeah, I'm showing his pictures. I don't even care anymore. And I think it's funny because once once I showed him his face, because literally uh I shared the episode about him to him. I shared the dating nightmare episode, and oh my gosh, because I shared the link and he pressed on the link and then he saw his picture with the face covered. He kind of looked at me and he looked like he had a, like his face changed because at first it was just a straight face and then it like the eyes got big. And I kept looking at it because we had a video call. That was the most like, part of me kind of wishes I recorded it because, yeah, I'm petty and I don't care, especially when men are basically trying to treat women like we're just objects and like just toys or whatever for them. I don't care anymore. You lost all of my respect. And yeah, and I don't have any, yeah, I just don't. Anyway, with this guy though, he I can tell he didn't read my profile. He only looked at my pictures, which a lot of men, they don't read profiles. Got like, I can tell why our divorce rate is where it's at. Because especially with men, they don't care about a woman, what she has to offer or anything. The man does not care whatsoever. If they're pretty, they don't care. And I've even had some men tell me, you're beautiful, but it's like your type isn't going to date you, so um, we'll date you, so date us. And I'm like, that's disgusting. So you don't care about my type, but you're telling me I should just settle for somebody just because, like, one, ill. But anyway, so here we go. I was reading your profile, and I do wonder uh, why on earth half of the U.S. voted for Trump. Why? Again? And so I comment, did you vote? Because yeah, a lot of men who I've noticed, they have the nerve to complain to me, but then they didn't vote. Right now, I was like, I wish I literally kept count, but I kind of did. There's at least 8 men I know. And that really gets on my nerves because do you know how many men tell me women only vote on emotions? They're too emotional. They shouldn't vote. Oh, you're into politics? That's stupid. Politics aren't for women. And I mean, I'll do a whole episode on that. I haven't done an IQ episode in a while, so I'll do one pretty soon because the stupid, idiotic, naive, crazy, delusional things men have told me about women voting, but then they don't vote. And then when they don't get the result that they thought they were going to get, then they complain. They have mantrums and they act up and they blame, like, oh, it's so stupid and idiotic. But anyway, He continues, I will be honest. I did not vote because I didn't like anybody that was running. Okay, so if he didn't like anybody that was running, he should not care who won. And even with his question earlier when he was asking, like, I was reading your profile of like, oh yeah, I was reading your profile and I do wonder why on earth half of the US voted for Trump. Well, hey, you didn't vote. So, yeah, you didn't vote, so you need to sit down, be quiet, and shut up. So, anyway, and if you didn't like either of the candidates, it's like you do your research and you figure out which one would you rather have. Because, and a lot of people who say they're both the same, they're not saying that now. They're not saying that now, even right after the election. It's like some people were like, they're not, oh, but yeah, they're not the same. Oh, you didn't say that yesterday? You didn't say that yesterday? You were acting like they were just both the same. You were acting like they were best friends. Even though one was saying Puerto Rico's a garbage can and all different types of racist things, and how they called like Africa an asshole country, and then they called COVID Kung Flu, and a lot of Asian Americans were in danger because of the physical like ABUSC that's been like, oh my, like I could go on and on. Oh, and it's like not only did we have the Muslim ban, but now we have Muslim ban 2.0. Oh, it's like, but they keep saying they're the same. Oh, and the orange guy says that McDonald's workers make plenty of money and they're so happy and thankful for the work that they do. But then you saw like Kamala, because yeah, you're gonna see what this jerk calls her in a minute. She was protesting for the minimum wage to be lifted to $15 an hour. And a lot of the things that she was trying to do, and a lot of the things in her plan to help small businesses and not help the filthy, dirty rich who don't want to pay any taxes and don't care about anybody but their own pockets, yachts, and their mistresses or whoever they're paying to do whatever you want to do with them. Yeah, I said it, whatever. Anyway. So, okay, here we go. I will be honest, I did not vote because I didn't like anybody that was running. Don't even like being around people that talk about the orange guy. And then how the blank did so many vote for him again after this dude tried to overthrow the government? Felon WTF. Why is he complaining? Why in the world is this guy complaining? Shut up. You don't have a right to complain. It's like he said, like, he was comparing her, like, with the whole Biden thing and everything. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to that part yet, but, like, the things he was saying, it's just like, if you didn't vote, if you didn't do all of your research, if you're just going to go by one thing that she said, and even with the one thing that she said, like, okay, I'm going to read further, but I know I should have voted, but I didn't. So you didn't vote, so shut up. You didn't vote, so stop complaining. It's like, be a man. Like, they keep talking about this alpha man crap. One way where you can be a man is don't complain after you made the mistake. I voted. I did my part. I did my share. And then you have the nerve to complain to me. And not only that, but okay, let me get to the part where I was just like, oh, I've lost all interest in you. Like, oh my gosh. Because a lot of people didn't like the fact that Koala, or whatever her name is, was associated with Biden. Part of me wonders, did he vote for Biden? Because Biden picked Kamala as the vice president, why did you choose, if you voted last time, why did you pick Biden? And okay, here's the other interesting part. She said she agreed with everything he did in office. Okay, so that means he must have not voted for Biden then. Because that's the only thing that makes it. Because, so, did you not like Biden before or after? And the fact that Kamala said that she was going to continue what Biden was doing, like what parts of what Biden was doing, like other than the whole war thing, trust me, I know, it's like no president is perfect. And like, there's not enough time for me to go over all of my thoughts with that or whatever. But at least we don't have the starts of segregation. At least, like with the Supreme Court, we have an African American female that, like, when you look at their rosters, she has the most credentials and experience. And the ones that the orange guy put on are just like, yeah, I won't. Yeah, let's just kind of like lapdogs. I wasn't gonna say it, but I don't care. They're basically like, they're like, it's lapdogs. It's like they don't care about the country and what the country views. They care about what he says they better do and stuff. Like, that's how I see it. That's my interpretation. That's my viewpoint, my opinion. So, but especially when he had the nerve to call her koala. Okay, so now you're gonna call it an animal? Mm, okay. Um, okay. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, he already had two strikes before, but once he said that, oh, it was a wrap. I'm so done. He probably blocked me now, but I won't be able to see it until I leave the screen. But it's like I'm gonna load him on the page. And okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's some. Can you guys let me know, was I too hard on him? Because yeah, I've already lost interest. So either way, he's either going to block me, or I hope he already did block me, or once I wake up in the morning, because since he's a teacher, he's not going to look at the app while he's teaching. So I can block him during the school hours because, yeah, I have no interest. I've lost all interest because when it comes to voting, either do your homework or don't. And a lot of people said that she didn't have enough of her policies and things like that. How come I know the policies with her, the small business plan, and also with diversity, and how she wants to support with LGBTQ and want to make sure they were safe and things. And I believe she even had some things with the minimum wage and things that would have helped our country greatly. It's like, I did my homework, I listened, but some people, some people have busy lives. But part of me feels like, out of all of the days, every 4 years, if you can just spend, like, because we had months to do our homework. And when you hear the other side saying how a demographic is eating cats and dogs, when you hear this guy calling Africa an S-hole country, when you hear him talking about Kung Flu, and just now, literally, they're starting segregation. Now you see their like, if you don't know, you need to look it up, because there's a Navy school, literally, that in order to be in social clubs, you have to be white. No non-white social clubs are allowed. No African American, no Asian, no Middle Eastern or Muslim, none. All of those clubs had to be shut down. And there are so many other things that they're doing that show that they're bringing back segregation. America. Yeah, America. Makes me want to get that passport even faster. Yeah, don't feel that safe right now. Having a disability and being black and a woman, I don't feel safe right now. But then when men have the nerve, especially, this guy is a European American, like, man. This guy's Caucasian. This guy is white. And he's complaining to me, this country was built for you. This country was made for you. It's like they made it to enslave me, but they made it for you. They made it to educate you, but they only wanted to allow my ancestors to read the scriptures in the Bible where they celebrated being a slave. Mm-hmm. But they want to, yeah. Men like him want to complain now. You didn't do your homework. You didn't go and vote. But now you want to act like you are so shocked, even though the other party had white supremacist groups cheering him on, doing as he wanted, everything like that. But you say they're both the same. You act like they're both the same. You say you don't like both. And I'm not saying you have to like Kamala, but you say she wants to do the same thing as Biden. Biden didn't want to start segregation. Biden didn't want to start separation and hate and divisiveness. Biden would have kept the education department. Biden wouldn't be firing all of these people left and right and then also forcing the T out of LGBTQ and trying to change our constitution. It's like you want to, if you're going to be mad at Biden, it's like, yeah, you're going to compare Biden to the orange guy. You're going to have the nerve to say they're the same, but calling Costa Rica a trash can country, come on now. All of these things. And then a lot of the people that follow him, worship him, and praise him are bigots. A lot of them talk about how we'd rather have decent white men than people of color or more qualified people of color. Some people are surprised with that, but yeah, I live that reality. I literally have lived, like, I have been told that I was the most qualified. I've said this in several videos, but then they gave it to the decent white person. But then people want to tell me there's no more racism in this country when, hello, if we still didn't have it, then why are so many people excited to allow it to, like, normally I would say you need to plant the seed to let it grow. We've had weeds all around this country. I said weeds, not weed. Some people might have gotten happy. Where's the weed? What's going on? I want some. I need some. Like, no, not 420, not 420. It's like, but if you need some, I ain't judging. I don't judge. Like, hey, it's a natural medicine. Do what you do, boo. But we have weeds all around this country. And they've been sprouting and growing and coming together and recruiting to make more and, like, planting more seeds. So they were ready for this opportunity. They were ready to and prepared for what's to come. They want, as soon as they were going to be allowed to segregate, they wanted to do it. But a lot of people, like, they did it in a whispering way. They did it in a shy way. A quiet, kind of like they were at the library. they whispered and it was quiet. Like you knew stuff was going on around you, but you couldn't hear anything. But then once voting was over, once they declared their victory, now you're not in the library anymore. Now we're in the circus, surrounded by racist, bigoted clowns. And they are performing, and they are showing their true face. Red nose and all. But this is America. And do you guys know how many how many men have literally told me that voting is stupid or politics is dumb or women only vote because we're emotional or we only vote out of emotion. And then they call me racist for not dating a certain party or a certain like a person in a certain party. It's like, but then they want to make divorce harder. If you're going to try to make me date someone within the Republican Party, oh, it's going to be a divorce. That's not going to last. I promise. I know that as a fact. No. And I already know I am never going to get married, especially in America. No, 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 no. It's like, especially watching what's going on around me, especially knowing how hard I have worked for everything that I have and what I'm working on right now. It's like, even if I'm in a long-term relationship, I might create like a dating prenup. I don't know if there's anything of that nature, but it's like, I know some states might try to pass that. If you dated somebody for 7 years or longer, it's like that. I forgot what you call that kind of marriage or whatever. Not today. I'm so glad they don't have that in Michigan. So glad, because Mr. No Heart, ooh, I would have been stuck with that fool. It's like, actually, like, I would have to do the math though, because I think we might have just missed. I think we might have just missed it. And I would have had the proof too. Oh, yeah, I would have had all the text messages too to prove that we missed it. And it's his fault too. So yeah. Oh, I'm petty. And anyway, I don't know. It's just getting those messages right now, and literally, like, he is at least number 5 or 6, or even close to 8. Like, kind of 8, because some of the guys, they kind of complained, but then they're like, it's my fault, so at least they took some of the blame or whatever. And this guy, he did say I should have voted, but he's complaining too much. If you did not vote and then you're gonna insult the other person that was running, somebody who is not going to like objectify women and like be racist and just a narcissistic jerk. It's like you're literally gonna put them on the same, like, don't complain, shut up. Just shut up. Because I voted and you did not vote, but now you want to complain, and now you want to complain about what half the country did. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too. And I'll probably talk about this guy again, because even though it was a short conversation, I have so many thoughts on him, and just having the nerve to call her koala. It was just, I mean, that's his opinion. He has a right to, say or call whatever, but don't complain. Like, because either she was going to win, he probably would be complaining about something she did. So I just feel like, nah, just shut up. Just be quiet. stop talking, don't complain.